Hey guys, welcome college football week 4. What an exciting week this past week was. And we're going to the Pac-12. Yes, the soon to be defunct Pac-12, but a great game with Oregon State and Utah. Looking at this series history, Oregon State is a team that had been a team to beat up on recently. In fact, Utah had won 6 of the last 7, but only 3 and 4 against the spread. Oregon State, a team that when they were a dog could run the ball and keep the game close. Now we have a situation where Oregon State comes off a disappointing loss. They went to Washington State last week. They lost the game 38-35. That was because their defense allowed 528 yards and 422 yards passing. Well, we don't have that problem facing Utah this week as they host the Utes. The Utes have done it with defense. Listen, this team has been amazing, allowing 264 yards per game and 11.8 first downs per game. And early in the season, as we start conference play now, you have to remember that stats can be very misleading, but they're not misleading in the Utes case. Why? Because they faced Florida, they went to play Baylor, and they played UCLA, 3 Power 5 teams. So when your defense has been that good, including 14 sacks on the season with 7 against UCLA, that is a legitimate defense. Now, I'm going to go here and say, as far as the side is concerned, I don't have an opinion. I think that Utah is a team we're not sure how good they are. Why? Their defense has been incredible, but let's remember, Cam Rising, their starting quarterback, has not played yet. He dressed last week. He was listed as questionable, but prior to the game, he was not released to play. I expect him to play this week. So I think Utah gets them off to a slow start. You give conservative short passes. You go to your rush attack, which is averaging 166 yards per game. Jackson has been dynamic. They really split between 4 running backs, but Jackson averaging 6.1 yards per carry. For Oregon State, DJ Uiagalelei, the Clemson quarterback, now taking control. Not great numbers, 58% on the season, a 7-3 ratio, but what he's done is give them a dynamic offense in the red zone. While he's only rushed for 99 yards, he has scored 5 rushing touchdowns. That's a powerful number and has made this Beavers offense dynamic. The line in this game, Oregon State 3. The total 44.5 or 45. And I will say this. If Rising goes, I expect a very slow and conservative first half start. Get his feet wet, get the running game going, giving some short passes. With Oregon State, we have a team that's averaging 36 rushes and 225 yards per game and 6.3 yards per carry. Yes, their schedule is much weaker. Utah's played a top 20 schedule. Oregon State's strength of schedule about 69. But again, they're off that loss as a ranked team. They are hungry to bounce back as well. Their rush defense holding foes to 2.4 yards per carry. So while the first half lines are not out yet, I expect this first half line to come right around 22 or 22.5. I think we have great value to keep it under 3 combined touchdowns. The Utah rush game with either an inexperienced quarterback making his second road start or Cam Rising returning after missing the first 4 starts, Oregon State trying to get back on the winning track. Give me first half under, and again, I expect that number to be 22 or 22.5. Guys, I enjoy watching all these great videos from the Wager Talk handicappers in college football and the NFL. I know you will as well. Smash that like button and make sure to check out my other videos this week.